Climate change in Alaska and across the Arctic are outpacing changes across the globe. Alaska and the Arctic are vulnerable due to sea ice melt, higher sea surface temperatures, sea level rise, eroding coastlines, acidification of the oceans, increased temperatures, decreased snow cover, river runoff, permafrost, and mass loss from ice sheets and glaciers. There is no one solution to fix all of this. Scientists are working with climate models, searching for more ways to solve this global issue. No one is affected by these changes more than the communities of the indigenous people who live around Bristol Bay, Alaska. Bristol Bay is an isolated bush community with about 12,000 people working full and part-time harvesting and processing salmon. The Yupik Eskimo is raised in an environment centered on salmon. Boats and fish camps are maintained by generations of families harvesting salmon for income, but also for food. These people catch the fish in nets, clean and fillet them, place them in salt brine, and then hang them in rows to dry and smoke. This will nourish the family over the winter. Native Alaskans live through self-reliance and hard work by harvesting the many gifts from the land and the sea. Mining and climate change are huge obstacles to maintaining their lifestyle, which is thousands of years old. The land is the new proposed location of the Pebble Mine, which could be the largest open-pit mine in North America. The mine threatens thousands of acres of pristine watershed and the spawning grounds of the biggest sockeye salmon run on the planet. In recent years, an average of 37 million sockeye have returned every year to Bristol Bay to spawn. This creates subsistence fishing and commercial fishing. 89% of native shareholders in the Bristol Bay Native Corporation opposed the mine in 2011. After the Environmental Protection Agency assessed it, it was determined that Bristol Bay is no place for a mine. They found that depending on how much copper, gold, and molybdenum are unearthed, as much as 90 miles of streams and up to 4,800 acres of wetlands could be destroyed. That was the best case scenario. And that would include no breach of a 700-foot tall earthen dam supposed to hold billions of tons of toxic mine waste forever in a wet, sensitive, and seismically active area. Indigenous communities seem to be challenged to rethink their nomadic roots and change to permanent settlements, which offer jobs like the proposed mine at Bristol Bay. This poses a problem when jobs and technologies collide with their heritage of using renewable resources. With climate change, hunting and fishing have become a riskier undertaking. The nature of passing cultural knowledge from one generation to another is also in jeopardy. This knowledge is valuable for adapting to current conditions. Indigenous people know the land and waters better than anyone else, and they also see the changes firsthand. Some indigenous people are developing adaptation plans. They are especially vulnerable to climate change and development due to their strong reliance on the environment for food, culture, and the way of life. There are significant disparities in the communities located along exposed ocean, lake, or river shorelines. For the sake of our planet and the indigenous people of Bristol Bay, we can only hope the open pit mining operation proposal is shot down and never opened.